Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the JRL NASCAR series here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And it's not your ordinary Homestead Miami race here tonight. As you can see in the background, we are in very treacherous conditions awaiting the drivers for tonight. So tonight's going to decide who is the master of the rain here at Homestead. And normally we wouldn't do something like this in our NASCAR series, but we wanted to throw in a little bit of a fun, very challenging race. And this one here, being the start of the second half, is going to be a very difficult one for many. So we will go through the starting lineup, weather forecast for tonight, as well as the entire race in full. We have 23 drivers making up the grid for tonight. So expect the carnage, expect the chaos, and expect the craziness, as it always has been here at JRL. Alright, and at this time we'll go through tonight's starting lineup here for the 6th round here at Homestead, Miami. So quickly pull up the timing tables for the second week in a row. It is Vanquish FRC on the pole, last week's race winner at Watkins Glen. Alongside of him on the front rows, the man who finished runner-up to him last week at the Glen RZX U5A MVP on the front row. Making up the second row is Kart Racer. In that third place spot, JDMX Culture will be to the outside. Row 3 is going to be Frodo FM, who won the first Homestead race we had earlier in the season. He will be starting in that 5th place spot. Outside row number 3 is going to be Misled Vision, new driver of the series. And following Misled Vision is going to be RZX Cam, making up the 4th row. Alongside of him will be Fan 2403, 8th place. 9th is going to be Ace Gaming JC in the 5th row. Outside of him is going to be where is he? King Cameron 1607. Making up the 6th row is going to be Rewar 477 and Stonks. Making up the 7th row is defending series champion SSR Mayhem. Starting in the 13th place spot. Alongside of him will be someone in front. 15th and 16th is going to be Sniper Hyper 2006. And alongside of him, it will be Tig. As we move deeper into the field, a lot of big names toward the rear of the field, including some of the front runners inside this top 5. As we have RZX Nix making up the 17th place spot. Alongside him will be RZX Rama. 19th will be Void Moon. And inside the top 20 will be Mr. Shorty. RZX Ultra making up the 21st place spot, electing not to qualify. So once again, we'll start from the back and make his way up to the front. Icon Gaming will make his second start in the 22nd place spot. And we just lost a driver. Not sure who we just lost. I believe we lost Stonks. Alright, and there is your field as you're gonna get ready going here very shortly. Alright, so we'll take a lap around Homestead to get rid of the pit road glitch. So once again, this is exactly what the drivers are going to be doing throughout tonight's race. Pitting and exiting, whether it's green or the caution. Alright. So as they go through 3 and 4, to get set to take the green flag here at Homestead, JRL's first ever hosting of a weathered race ever. Round 6 of JRL NASCAR is underway here at Homestead. 22 drivers. And it is Vanquish FRC, your pole sitter, up to the race lead. MVP slipped up on the restart, got caught to the outside. As he started on the outside, Kart Racer to the inside. They are right behind the race leader. There's going to be some very inconsistent times throughout the majority of tonight. And that's what Homestead Rain has to offer. Anyone could win this race if we're being honest. So Kart Racer will take the second place spot. MVP back to third. So it's all single file up towards the front. And it looks like we got some action with King Cameron in the 8th place spot to the inside of RZX Cam. And I believe that's Fan. Yep, Fan to the outside. They go side by side, coming off of turn 2 on the back straight. So right now we're looking at about a drizzled weather situation right now. And oh my god, Cameron went straight up into the wall and he collected other people. And of course we will go the first 30 laps cautionless. It's really important for Cameron, as we just saw it. We were just riding on board with him. We're still green as Vanquish, your race leader, pulls away. So right now, it's all about survivability, trying to find your line, trying to find the groove that you really want to find here, and then just run consistent lap times, and then catch up to the cars you need to battle with. Watch SSR Mayhem to the inside, running a new paint job. That's what it looks like here, as he is caught to the outside with championship rival and points leader going into tonight, RZX Ultra, who got his top 5 streak snapped last week at Watkins Glen. They go side by side into turn 1. They both basically switch lanes. And Ultra Mayhem both go into the outside wall, and they almost came down right in front of traffic. So now Cam, Reward gets punted into 3 and 4, and he's up into the outside wall. So Mayhem now falls back to 10th. As you can see, RZX Rummer, who started deep into the field, he is edging his way inside that top 10 now. And it is basically 2 group of cars racing each other, as Cam leads the group of I really don't want to do the math here, but you can count. We'll go further back with Void Moon. Looks like we got Sniper Hyper, and I believe that is Mr. Shorty. Yep, Mr. Shorty. All in the 3-way battle for, I believe this is 15th here. Yep, Sniper in the 15th place spot, as Void is to the outside of Mr. Shorty here. As Shorty gets to the inside, he will clear Void Moon going into 3. But Void's going to pull the crossover all the way on the apron. And I think they might have made contact, but that definitely slowed the momentum of Void Moon, and that's going to allow Icon to easily, or maybe not easily, get around Void Moon. Actually, yeah, he will clear Void going into turn 1. We'll go back up to 12th place spot, Ace Gaming and Rama side by side as they go through 3 and 4. Rama's going to pull the crossover to the inside of championship leader Ultra, who started basically dead last in this field. You see Rama sliding through 1 and 2. And it looks like Shorty, Void, and Icon are fighting it back there. We'll move up to the front now, as we have MVP and Kart Racer going at it for second now, as it looks like they've caught a little bit of ground on Vanquish here. It is still very, very light rain conditions right now, but once that heavier weather starts to hit, lap times are going to be a big factor in, of course, changing your line in the rain here. Very crucial in how you're going to win this race or get maybe possibly a top 5, a good result here. So they are still side by side as they come off of two. This is some good racing right here. Two championship contenders. MVP, who has a win at Sonoma earlier in the season, 3 races ago actually. Almost had an opportunity to win at Watkins Glen until Vanquish showed up and stole the show. As they both make contact coming out of turn number 4. MVP just ahead, but is he going to clear him? He clears him, but Car Racer is going to try to pull a crossover to the inside now. And Karts, is he able to get it? No. He thought about it for a split second, but he'll tuck back in line with MVP. So they will remain second and third. How about that? Misled vision. Sorry. Misled vision inside this top 5 here early on, fighting with the drivers who are definitely the favorites to potentially win this series. So with these two fighting, oh man, we just lost a driver. With Cart and MVP battling, that's really allowed race leader to get ahead, and Void Moon was the one that DC'd. We'll pull up the race map once again, so all spread out except back here just outside the top 10. But we'll keep on this battle. Stay on the battle here for a second. So they are just about a little under a second behind. That is the time gap between first and second. We got about 10 more laps until we throw, or excuse me, not throw, but reopen the caution system. If you're just tuning in, this is the 6th round of the JRL NASCAR series here at Homestead in wet conditions. So it looks like they've all kind of settled down, really. We had a big accident with King Cameron earlier in the race. That's why he is way in the back right now. We'll go deeper in the field with Rama and Ultra now, as they are 11th and 12th. A lot of off-throttle time. So Rama running near that apron, but not really running in the sweet spot, you would say. Where Rama is running is more the safer line, if we're talking about the rain. But he's not really running in that, basically the qualifying line. And Vulture is just basically getting a good run coming off the corner. That's why he's still ahead, and he's pulling a little bit of a gap on them, as you can see Mayhem just behind these two. And you can see the gap for first and second. Pulling away. So Rama now getting closer here as Mayhem pressuring for the 12th and 11th place spot. And Rama slips up going into 1. Mayhem will get the inside lane. And he will clear him just like that. So with, of course, the fuel data here is going to be a little bit different, because obviously the drivers are running slower lap times, so you can go longer on your stints here. So not only running consistent lap times is important, but strategy here as well. I mean, you could probably save. It is definitely a 2 to 3 stopper. You make 2 pit stops, you could potentially save the whole way if we go cautionless after the second stint is over. So MVP, second kart racer, culture, and misled vision inside the top 5 still, as Vanquish continues to lead. Looks like Frodo is falling off the pace a little bit in that 6th place spot. Nix and Fan make up the 2 spots behind them. Now, as we watch Sniper track down Ace Gaming JC, who is inside the top 10. And Sniper and Mayhem, slight contact going into 1 and 2 there. They will go side by side, and this is allowing Rama to pick and choose a lane that he wants to go in. And Sniper's running that apron. That is not going to help. That he's going to slide right up in front of Mayhem, and he will hit the outside wall. And that does it for Sniper. Just a slight mistake there, and hit the apron. That's how that ended. So we'll move up inside the top 5 now, as they are all separated, as we see Vision now in striking distance on Culture. So it looks like we are starting to see some heavy weather now. As you can see, the spray from the back of the cars is getting bigger as we go on through. It started out as a slight drizzle. Now it's starting to become more of a lightish rain. Hopefully we'll get to see lap times here. Actually, I'm going to pull up lap times here. Pull up those lap times. So 32, 6, 7, 8, and Culture gets up into the outside wall. As they take lap 31 now. So yeah, looks like it is starting to get difficult out there lap time wise, as you can start to see some drivers start to come into the pits now. So that rain is definitely picking up as we start to see Fan and RZX Nix side by side through 3 and 4. Nix will go right on through. He is now inside the top 5 for the first time tonight. So Fan will try to cross over to the inside of Nix, who slipped. I believe he slipped up in 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it looked like from the camera angle. But Fan was not able to get a good run off the corner, so Nix took a sigh of relief right there, as he will stay inside the top 5. As you can start to see Vanquish closing in on the slower traffic. And Mayhem trying to get out of the way from everyone else, as Ace Gaming He's trying to get out of the way. Oh my god. As Ultra's taking the access through 3 and 4. I mean, you really didn't have to do that, but I guess that'll work. So, Ultra takes the access through 3 and 4. Alright, we'll go further in the back with Icon now and someone in front, 11th and 12th. As a few cars have already pit, and you see King Cameron taking the access coming out of the pits as we speak. And Icon smacks the outside wall. So Mayhem's going to park on the back stretch. He has to go take care of some personal business. So Vanquish is right behind Culture and Cart. So we're the first two that went into the pits. So now it's going to be a lot confusing here because we're starting to see cars going into the pits. So it's going to be all crazy here. Let's just say that. The Icon was able to recover from him hitting the wall. Looks like Sniper has a look to the inside, perhaps. Get a little backward shot of this battle behind front. So it looks like race leader Vanquish pits. MVPs will stay out here. So yeah, lap times have changed significantly. As Sniper now to the inside of Icon through 1 and 2, the slight contact as they will come out of turn 2. Sniper will get on ahead of Icon for the 6th place spot. I believe Sniper is running my Lucas oil paint that I made. It looks very similar to mine. I think it is actually. Let's take a look. I don't know. That mine kind of looked different. Oh, buddy. And Rewar's dealing with a slower cars ahead of him. These are the cars that have stayed out so far. As you can see, Rewar back in 17th. He is a lap down. So we have Sniper front, Rama, Tig. We have Cam and MVP 1 and 2. They have not pit. Cart and Culture are still are getting close to being 1 lap down here. Let's see what MVP does here. So he's gonna get clear of Oh no, that wasn't culture. I think Frodo. Oh no, I don't think. No, Frodo didn't pit with them. Frodo's just behind them. It's kind of hurting MVP's time. He's having to let off more than he wants to with the slower traffic. VP's got his hands full. He's not racing these guys for position, but he's trying to gain as much lap time as he can before he goes into the pits here, which should be very soon. Possibly another 3 laps. If you could go the longest you can on both your stints and we stay green the whole way, you don't have to make another pit stop. If you're a guy like MVP and he's staying out all these laps, so we should see him pit very, very soon. Vision, who has also pit a little far behind, but not that far behind. Only time will tell what will happen. As Frodo's trying to get to, he's trying to get his lap back here on MVP. And oh, MVP gets into the back of Frodo and they both go. Oh no, it was Frodo that went around. I don't know what to say about that. So cautions out with the contact with Frodo and MVP. Alright, so we're going back to the green this time by. MVP will lead the way. Alright. Please have some time. Alright, we'll go back through the field once again. Oh. So Frodo ace gang side by side as Nick's trying to fend off two people going through one corner now. So getting close to the halfway point of this race. We've only had one caution so far. And now Frodo will take away the 7th spot. Frodo hits the outside wall. Nix is going to go to the outside line. They are 3 wide, just up ahead of them. So Nick's getting a good run as he hits the invisible wall on the outside. Couldn't get to the bottom there. So the caution is going to be out. And I can't give you any context on what just happened, but it's out. So caution is out with an incident towards the back with Shorty, Ace Gaming, and Ty. So the pits will open. Alright, we'll go back to the green. Tight further back here on the restart. So Cam and Misled Vision working the outside line off of 3 and 4. Oh, Vanquish goes around in the front stretch and he takes out the whole field. And I am not certain if this is going to be a caution or not. They're still racing it, if they're racing for the line. And that is the yellow. So we're going to go back to the green, this time by VP to the right side here on the restart. Let's go further back. Let's go on board with Rewar here on the restart. Looks like the spray is kind of picking up here, so we are forecasted heavy weather later on in this race. WP on the outside lane will lead us back to the green. And Rewar almost just put Ace Gaming. Rewar slips up to the outside. Oh, they make contact just up ahead. Frodo and I think that was, yeah, Frodo and Car Racer go around and they are still wrecking. Oh my god, they are still wrecking. Alright, we are going back this time. Let's ride on board with someone else. Who can we ride on board with? Let's ride on board with... Screw it, we'll ride on board with Rama. Oh my god. Big checkup inside. Oh my god. Oh, Cameron's around. And that's gonna be a caution. Alright. try it again. And once again, man, we're right on board, Vanquish. So, Vision lagged and basically destroyed the whole field. We'll go another lap. Alright, we'll go green again. Okay, we will try now. They're wrecking under the pace lap. So far we've had about 3-4 cautions so far in the span of 74 laps, which is pretty good. And Vision most definitely just DC'd. Okay, so Vision is out of the race because he's not there anymore. And Vanquish smacks the outside wall right into Nick's. I didn't check the leaderboard if Vision was the one who lagged out. So where Vanquish is running is definitely the money line. Oh my god, they are 3 wide off of turn 2. So I think the rain I think has stayed the same. So we started out with a light drizzle and moved up to heavier rain. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get more heavier. Vanquish is moving and grooving here on the restart. He's gained about, I want to say 3-4 places now. He's inside the top 3 now. So MVP, your race leader. Fan second, Vanquish, Culture, and 5th, I believe, is Arctic's Cam. Nix's got trouble from behind. He's got the championship leader. The drivers first and second in the points racing each other for position number 5. But we definitely have at least one more stop here before the end of this race. So Ultra slips up coming out of the corner. They will both go side by side, him and Frodo. Frodo using the bumper to try to get around Ultra. And I think and the rain is starting to pick up because it is coming down. Oh my God, look at the fog, look at the spray. And really big off throttle time here. And we got two cars way in the back. Wait a minute. What? They're pitting. So Nix will lead us to the restart. The rain is so loud you can literally hear it. That's how you know how heavy it is. The Vanquish challenging for the race lead. Your pole sitter hasn't been up into the race lead since he pit very earlier in this race. Works the outside line as Nix doing everything he can to defend his race lead. So we'll look at 62% on Nix. And Vanquish, who, safe to say, he can make it the whole way, but looking at Nix here is very questionable if he's going to make it the whole way. And Nix and Vanquish make contact, and Vanquish will stay into the wall. Oh, they are racing. They are racing back there. Let me tell you what. And oh my God. And they're going to race it back to the caution. rear facing here on the restart. Vanquish your race leader. Army of cars behind him. And you can just hear the off throttle time on how much you have to lift. And another caution. So caution's out. Back to the restart. About to hit the triple-digit mark. Kart racer trying to maneuver around on RZX cam. And another caution. Yes. Alright, so it is single file restarts from here on out. Hopefully this will stop all this crap. Someone's sitting inside of Nick's? Or is that Sniper? So look behind Cam as we have Nick's, Sniper on the outside. Ultra, your championship leader, behind second and third in the points right now. MVP second. Technically they are tied for second, him and Nick's. But with MVP with a race win this season. So Ultra will get in front of MVP now. And Frodo spins MVP. we will have caution. So another attempt at a restart. We'll ride with King Cameron. So Cameron gets a good push as he looks to make it through by no, he'll stay right behind. Now Frodo will take advantage of this and go to the inside. Nick's trying to get something going here. He's really struggling to get around Ultra. So MVP somewhat out of the picture on taking the championship lead away here at Homestead. So lap 118 of the race. There will be no more cautions. Green the whole way. They will go side by side through 3 and 4. Oh, where did... And, oh, Ultra got wrecked. And under caution. Going bad green. And we're back to green. And oh, Frodo got to the back of RZX Cam. So we will stay single file. This is the final restart of the night. Vanquish has led after the second stint of this race. Kart Racer second, third, Fan, fourth, Nix, King Cameron, fifth. Your top five. Final restart here at Homestead. Go on board, Nix. Let's see what we see. Vanquish gets a pretty good restart. No contact with that outside wall. Fan slips up. Next to the inside for third. Doesn't get the runoff. Top 5, all separated. Three laps to go. Nix has lost ground to Fan. Looks like MVP's to the inside of King Cameron there for the 5th place spot, trying to get to the inside. And we're hearing over the radio that Ultra got wrecked. The championship leader going into tonight is wrecked. So now it all comes down to who's going to take this championship lead. Is it going to be MVP? Is it going to be Nix? Not sure where Ultra is on track. But Vanquish still out in front. White flag this time by. Kart Racer 2nd, Fan 3rd, Nix 4th, MVP 5th. This is the battle for who's going to take the championship lead. Ultra fell all the way back to 16th after getting wrecked. Here we go. Is Fan going to hold up Nix? MVP is going to send it in there. Maybe not. He really didn't send it in there. He's just trying to hold his line. MVP, does he get the run off the corner for the championship lead? It is Nix. He will take the championship lead and vanquish FRC for the 2nd week in a row. Gets the win here at Homestead. And with that, RZX Nix will be your championship leader. And we're waiting on the Forza timer to end. Very exciting race. I mean, a lot of passing, a lot of off-throttle time. We kind of expected this. We'll get our top 3 in with us very soon. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we'll get our top three in with us now. Alrighty, so we will go ahead and get this over with. So, make sure you guys have your audios included for the stream, and with that, we will go ahead and start with Fan for first top three here in the series and in JRL history. And Fan, going into tonight, you kind of ran with the front runners there, especially in the top five majority of the night. I mean, it looked like you kind of just stayed there. I mean, all the basically the wrecks, the chaos, they kind of happened really behind you throughout the race. I mean, are you proud of yourself getting in the top three, knowing that you just missed some crazy action that was behind you?
Oh, for sure. I knew I wasn't going to have the raw qualifying pace, qualifying like around 8th, ninth, like just inside the top 10. So I knew I wasn't going to have the raw pace to run up with the front guys naturally. So ended up pretty good positioning after the first couple pit cycles. And then, yeah, like you said, I was just kind of there. I didn't really have the raw pace to pass at Cart or Vanquish there at the end, even with all the restarts and all the attempts. But I was just glad I was able to hold on to where I was at, and yeah, got my first buddy.
And of course, this being a very consistent race for you, obviously, great result, and you pretty much stayed where you were the whole race long, if we're being honest here. But we talk about this series being you have to be on your A game. You have to be very consistent week after week, and that's we talk about guys like Ultra, Nix, and MVP who've been the three most consistent out of everyone. In fact, they are the three that they placed in the points. And just looking at the rest of the schedule here, how, for your perspective, are you going to have to be consistent like those top three that they were duking it out this race?
For sure, but it's a matter of a lot of factors. Making sure you have the car right for yourself, so then you can even have any sort of comfort. Here, prior to tonight, I did practice a lot on my own, in the sense I practiced a little bit before we even knew the qualifying conditions, so I just took a safe bet and qualified in moderate conditions. So qualifying ended up being in the light rain, and then I felt like as the rain got heavier and heavier towards the end, I was able to quickly adjust. So it's like practice in heavier conditions rather than the light or the drizzle. So yeah, it's just being able to adaptability was a big thing for this week's race. But going forward, I mean, two tracks very strong, Indy and Homestead. Daytona, I mean, it's anyone's race at Daytona, but then the Daytona road course or the sports car circuit, that I have not raced in a long time in a cup car, so need to work on it a lot more there.
All right, well, congratulations on top three here tonight at Homestead, and looking forward to what you have uh, left here in the season. And we will move up to runner-up to Vanquish, Kart Racer, who just kind of stayed with Vanquish there towards the very end of it. Had a chance on the restart to pass him, but just could not really find a hole or a gap to get around tonight's race winner. And Cart, you said it yourself. Your one of your best tracks is Homestead. I mean, everyone knows it going into uh, this series, this championship. And when we end up here in a few weeks' time, obviously in different conditions in the dry, how are you going to learn what you've taken from these two Homestead races and applying it to the final one?
Ah, well, from this race, obviously the rain made it harder to see, so I'm sure it's going to be a lot easier to see. And uh, obviously, I didn't mean to take out MVP when he was slowed up against the wall, but to take away from this race, early on, it was just insanely hard to pass. If you weren't ahead of anyone, or if you didn't have any help around you, it was over. You were stuck rather where you were, or even if you could, have a chance of getting around someone. Once the person was inside you, they had to be like pretty much half a car ahead of you on the inside, just in order to match you coming out of the corner. Which, like I said, it was tough to pass all night. This tune was just, it was so, I would say it was like really tight when it was dry, but as the rain kind of picked up, it helped free the car up a little bit. Actually, with that heavy rain, it freed it up a little bit too much for my liking, but I'm just hoping to maybe move some people out of the way for the next time I'm here, but I don't know. Definitely a rough one.
And being a contender early on in this series, of course, missing that one race that really cost you some valuable spots in the standings. How are you going to try to rebound and potentially try to get those spots back in the coming weeks ahead?
Well, kind of what I said in my previous interview before. I just gotta win everything that I can and place probably top five in every other race. Like I did tonight. Obviously, I don't think last week I was top five at all. I was just outside of it, but obviously run up front. Take away some points from Nick's MVP and RZX Ultra. You know, just they are so far ahead as it is right now. I just need that more. I need to just keep closing in and finish ahead of them. As long as Vanquish is winning, I guess I don't think he can make it. He can win the championship as long as I finish second. I think I'll catch him maybe towards the end.
All right, well, congratulations on second place here at Homestead, and we will move to the race winner here tonight at Homestead, second week in a row, like at home, or excuse me, not Homestead, but Watkins Glen, after staying out front majority of the race there, and kind of staying out front here at Homestead tonight as well, and Vanquish. You said it yourself last week. You were very, I guess you were very enthusiastic on knowing how Homestead rain is. It can be fun or it could be very bad. I mean, depends on who you're racing and what the stakes are and what your circumstances are. And just going into tonight, I mean, how was the race for you? I mean, did it feel fun? Did it feel like you really moving and grooving there early on and then late in the race there? So just take us through your perspective on tonight.
Yeah, I like the rain because it makes people inconsistent. So like it's very hard to be consistent. And it was harder to pass at the beginning, but when the rain came down a little bit harder, it was way easier to pass. I mean, I passed a lot of people in the last 60 laps, 40 laps, I don't know. But yeah, it was a good race. I was pretty consistent, running the same times. Yeah, cart had me scared on the restarts a little bit, but it was fine. It was a good race.
And of course, racing with that top 5 all night. I mean, you said it yourself, it was very fun racing with kart, but you were with MVP and Culture, and then I believe you were with another driver. I think it was Vision as well. That was in the top 5 the rest of the night. How is it racing with them? Different racing with a guy like Kart Racer who was just right up against you nonstop tonight.
Yeah, you pretty much just had to send it to the inside. I think actually the outside was the better line if the guy on the inside respected it, like respected you and didn't rub up against you. But I found it pretty easy to pass, but I did pass people in there making mistakes, so I mean, they were pretty clean. Everybody was pretty clean, with me at least. It was a good race, just in general for me, I thought. But
All right, well, congratulations on the second win in a row for you here at Homestead. And with that, we will move on over to Daytona Trioval for the 7th round. As races are winding down, RZX Nix will take away the championship standings tonight here at Homestead. 1 point better than MVP, who finished 5th. And there is a look at your final results on screen. So once again, we thank you all for tuning in for tonight's race here at Homestead, Miami in the wet conditions. Maybe we'll see another race like this in the future when it comes time to host another NASCAR series. But for now, this is a very interesting race tonight. It was fun. It was very bad at the same time. I mean, it's Homestead in the rain. What do you expect? But yet again, we will see you guys next week at Daytona for the 7th round of the championship. And with that, we will close up shop here in the stream. And we thank you all for tuning in tonight. And we will see you next week. So long, everyone.